Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss international current affairs of March 2022 in this second part of video. Now let's begin with our topic. From on first we have New Development Bank, that is NDB, is set to become the first multilateral agency to open an office in Gujarat International Finance Tech City, that is GIFT. The New Development Bank was set up by the BRICS countries, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. It was set up in 2014, having headquarters in Shanghai, China. It will open the office in GIFT City in May 2022. On second number, we have Yilan Carter, which was discovered by a team of geologists in northwest of Yilan in Heilongjiang province of China. The Yilan crater is slightly larger than Xi'an. It spans about 1.85 kilometers. It is the largest crater on Earth, under 1 lakh years old. This crater was formed between 46,000 and 53,000 years ago. On third number, we have the Ghost T satellite, which was launched into space on a United Launch Alliance, that is ULA, from Atlas V rocket from Florida's Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. In May, it will be placed approximately 137 degrees west over the eastern Pacific Ocean, and in early 2023, the GOES 18 will replace GOES 17. Fourth number, we have President of Ukraine, that is Vladimir Zelensky, recently asked European Union to allow Ukraine to immediately become a member under a special procedure. Ukraine has filed the membership application as it defends against Russian invasion. On March 1st, 2022, the European Parliament recommended to make Ukraine an official candidate for EU membership. On fifth number, we have Indian Air Force C-17 Globemaster transport aircraft has now been deployed into Operation Ganga in order to evacuate Indian nationals from Ukraine, as the Ukrainian airspace was shut down on February 24, 2022 in the aftermath of Russian military offensive. On sixth number, we have Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered the nuclear forces to put on high alert amid tensions with the West over Ukrainian invasion. Following the order, nuclear submarines sailed off for drills in Barents Sea, as well as mobile missile launchers roamed snow forest in Siberia. Barents Sea is a marginal sea in Arctic Ocean. It is located off the northern west of Norway and Russia. It is divided between Norwegian and Russian territorial waters. The sea is also known among Russians in Middle Ages as Murman. The current name of the sea was given after the historical Dutch navigator William Barents. It is a shallow shelf with an average depth of 230 meters. On 7th, we have Swiss Airlines, which is a subsidiary of Lufthansa, becomes the first airline in the world to use solar fuel from 2023. On 8th, we have researchers have discovered an astounding new species of orchid in the cloud rainforest of North Ecuador. On 9th, we have in a biggest multilateral environmental deal, 175 countries have agreed to a legally binding global treaty called Global Plastic Treaty to end the plastic pollution crisis by tackling the entire supply of material. The resolution on first treaty was passed at meeting of UN Environment Assembly UNEA in Nairobi in Kenya. Sessions of UNEA 5 took place virtually amid COVID-19 pandemic from February 22 to February 23. in 2021. While the resumed in-person session of UNEA 5 took place from February 28 to March to 2022. The theme of UNEA 5 was strengthening actions for nature to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. On 10th, we have the 193 member United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution strongly deploring Russia's aggression against Ukraine. Just days after, Russia vetoed a similar resolution on the increasing crisis between the two countries in the Security Council. The United Nations General Assembly voted to reaffirm its support to Ukraine's independence, sovereignty, territorial integrity within internationally recognized borders. On 11th November, we have on February 28, 2022, human rights group Amnesty International and Ukraine's ambassador to the United States, Oksana Markarova, accused Russia of using vacuum bombs and cluster bombs in the ongoing war. On number 12, we have, according to a new study, the first potential case of the novel coronavirus being passed to a person from a deer has been reported in Canada. Highly mutated cluster of SARS-CoV-2 genomes were identified by researchers in a white-tailed deer, indicating that the deer could act as animal virus reservoir. To conduct the study, researchers analyzed 300 samples which were collected from white-tailed deer in eastern and southwestern Ontario in November and December 2021. 17 of the deer in southwestern Ontario showed a positive result for SARS-CoV-2. On 13, we have in China, scientists have found evidence of a 40,000 years old culture located 100 miles away from Beijing. Highlights Stone Age culture was known as for now extinct relatives of human species. These hominins used a pigment called ochre and used to craft blades like tool from stone. This site is located in Naiwan Basin. This site is also called as Jiambi. On 14th, we have at the headquarters in Nairobi, Kenya, the United Nations Environment Programme UNEP marked its 50th anniversary.